Education Placement and Funding Bill proposes sweeping reforms to Kenya's tertiary education financing system by merging 3 existing institutions into a single funding authority. While the proposed law creates a new structure for managing student loans, scholarships and placement, several crucial details affecting learners remain unclear and have been left to future regulations. Questions around interest rates, repayment timelines, and the impact on graduates continue to dominate discussions as the new framework takes shape. Faith Wangari explains.
The Presidential Working Party on Education Reform recommended the development of a distinct bill, namely the Tertiary Education Placement and Funding Bill.
The bill will establish the Tertiary Education Funding Authority, or TIFA, to replace the Higher Education Loans Board, the University Fund, and the TVET Funding Board, creating a single institution to manage financing for students in universities, TVETs, and other tertiary institutions.
The main difference between the one that we are introducing is that we are not now testing the capacity of the parents. What we are saying is that we are availing enough resources, and each and every student who has been admitted by COOPs to the universities would be able to get funding for whatever course that they have been admitted.
With weeks to the planned rollout of a new funding framework ahead of a September intake, the bill leaves several key aspects to be determined through subsequent regulations. These include the interest rate on student loans, loan limits, whether collateral or guarantors will be required, the repayment period, and the circumstances under which outstanding student debt may be written off.
What happened is we just changed the model from looking at what the parent can afford into looking at what we are funding.
Under the proposed law, TIFA will administer a consolidated fund financed through treasury allocations, including education bonds, private capital investment, and concessional financing from development partners. The authority will use the fund to finance student loans and manage tertiary educating funding. Unlike earlier versions of the funding model, the bill proposes doing away with scholarships altogether. Every student admitted to a public university will receive full government funding for their studies, but the entire amount would be issued as a loan to be repaid after graduation once the beneficiary secures employment.
In the latest amendments, we eliminate the needs-based financing and move towards universal funding.
To qualify for funding, applicants must be Kenyan citizens admitted to recognize tertiary institutions and meet the requirements of the Act. The bill does not define these additional requirements, nor does it outline household income or disability criteria for eligibility. The bill requires beneficiaries to begin repaying the loans within 1 year of completing their studies or shortly after securing employment. Graduates in formal employment must declare the loan status to the employer, who may deduct up to 25% of earnings. Those in the formal sector will instead sign repayment arrangements directly with the authority. Outstanding loans may be recovered as civil debts.
Employment is a problem. So where are we going to get money to repay that loan? Or are we going to be placed in the CRB?
The bill does not specify the interest rates on student loans, the minimum or maximum amount a beneficiary may borrow, whether collateral or guarantors will be required, or the duration of the repayment period, or the circumstances under which outstanding debt may be written off. Faith Wangari, TV 47.